Welcome, everybody, to episode 101 of the effing title.
Dalmatians! Oh, what?
Dalmatians?
Sorry. I thought we were talking about the 101 Dalmatians. My favorite movie ever.
Cruella?
Cruellaville is very, very misunderstood.
I'm gonna say it was kind of weird saying 101.
Yeah, I think it's just 101. I don't think you actually say the and, so.
I've always said and.
I don't know.
110.
110.
110?
110?
110.
I don't know. Whatever.
Here we are, though. We're back. We got the NFL Week 18 preview. Looking at the matchups and seeing what could happen and what bullshit will happen. As always, I'm here with my co-hosts Fedge and Scratchy, but Scratchy is not here right this second. But he will be here in a second. Fedge,
Hopefully. I am doing all right.
You're doing good. Glad you're doing.
Can't complain. You know, if I did, no one listens, so it really doesn't matter. But, you know, just trying to get things done.
Fair.
Taking it one day at a time.
Fair.
You know, getting ready to get into the playoffs here and, you know, move on.
Yeah, soon we get to talk about playoff football. It's going to be a lot of fun. Week 17. What's some thoughts from Week 17?
That's also weird to say.
Oh, Week 17 or Week 18?
Week 17, both of them. So week 17, but yet we're not talking about the playoffs yet. That's weird, you know? Like, it's just, obviously we're talking about playoffs, but we're not into the playoffs.
Playoffs?
So, I don't know what I'm talking about. There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, there's...
So now, my biggest things here from week 17.
Mm-hmm.
Playoffs!
No, playoffs is the Patriots beat up on weaker teams, which is very mean of them. I don't like it. But switch to another subject. I'm just
Typical Bills fan can't keep the pats out of his mouth.
Number 2, Joe Burrow, Bengals. Are they good? Are they just playing big games? I don't know. I don't know what we're getting from them. The Cowboys regressed big time. I don't like them. The Packers, I'm going to say, are the best team in the NFL. And I think they showed it on Sunday night. And I still don't think that they are playing their best football yet, which is even scarier. And then last but not least, the Tennessee Titans. You count them out, you're like, oh, they don't have Derrick Henry, the system back. And, they still go up and put up 34 against a team that just won 7 straight. So, the running backs just running, behind a good offensive line. It's just, I wish I could run behind that line. I could be a systems running back. So,
Rob, what are your hits for Week 17?
From Week 17, the Saints were the only team that I predicted would get eliminated that didn't get eliminated. So, yeah.
Fucking Taysom Hill.
A lot of people, it's the same. Like, the NFL's not, I don't think there's any great teams. I don't even think, you can say the Packers are the best team in the NFL. I still don't think there's a huge gap between them and some of the other teams.
Like who?
I mean, if we're just, like, who, like, you mean in the NFL?
I'm just curious who thinks the top tier teams.
In the top tier, so if we were going to go tiers just based off playoff teams, because if they're not in the playoffs, they're
obviously
in the shit tier.
I only want the top tier. I don't care. I'm just looking for your top 4 or 5 people. What do you got?
As of right now, I think the teams that are playing the best football, it would be Packers. It would be Bengals, Bills, and Titans.
Okay. All right. Just curious.
I can agree with that.
I think those 4 teams are playing the best at this moment. I don't think the Bengals, Bills, or Titans are one of the best teams necessarily, but I think they're playing the best football right now.
Okay.
Which is when it matters.
Yeah, who plays best when he comes down the stretch?
Word, homie.
All right, COVID in the NFL. Fedge, what you got for us?
Everybody.
Doesn't matter. Joe Mixon's the only one I really got right now.
All right.
That's the only one I've heard. You're hearing a lot of people come off, which is awesome. Which is crazy because there is actually a rule. It's like a 90-day rule that as long as you're not symptomatic, you don't get tested after you got COVID. So all these players that you're hearing that got COVID and all that, it's doesn't matter now. It's crazy. So it's like they're and that's what. And the first thing I heard about that was actually with the Bills because they were talking about, oh, do you have a COVID quarterback? In case Josh Allen goes down, and they literally said we don't need one because Mitch already had COVID.
Interesting.
So there's no way unless he's symptomatic that he goes out and doesn't play. And I'm gonna be straight up with you. If you're going out there and saying you're symptomatic, you're soft anyway, Mitch. Play the freaking game. I'm just kidding. COVID's a big deal. I apologize.
All right, so looking at the playoff picture right now, in the AFC, there's 2 playoff worth of spots available, and in the NFC, there's only 1 available. In the NFC, it is between the Niners and the Saints getting in, and in the AFC, in the hunt is Indianapolis and LA. But on the bubble is the Raiders, the Steelers, and the Ravens. So a lot of fun in the AFC. NFC is 2 teams, which, let's be honest, is probably going to be the Niners. But who knows?
I doubt that.
That's what we'll find out right now as we start looking at Week 18 matchups. Let's kick it off Saturday. We have the Chiefs at Broncos.
So before we make these picks, I want everyone to know that I am rooting. I will make picks, but I am rooting for chaos.
I love it. Everyone wants chaos. That's why they're supposed to put in this Week 18 because chaos.
I want everyone, wherever everybody is right now, I want them to move spots in their alignment. Except for, obviously, the Packers, who have locked in the 1 seed. All right, go ahead. What was the first one? Chiefs who?
Chiefs Broncos.
Again, rooting for the Broncos, but the Chiefs will win.
Do you think the Chiefs win?
I think the Chiefs win.
The Chiefs own the Broncos.
They own them?
They owned them. Literally, they sit there and go, John Elway, please bring me another water. Thank you.
Oh, that's interesting. I think. I think Drew Lock is going to dance all over him. You know?
Yeah. Dance all over what? The golf club?
Oh, dance all over the field. Why?
As they get eliminated?
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs are going to win. I'm just saying I think Drew Lock danced all over him. For the change of fact.
Cowboys at Eagles.
So this is an interesting one because both teams need winning is really important for seeding.
Mm-hmm.
So it really comes down to. But it's funny though because
No matter what both these teams are in, it literally just depends on where.
If the Eagles beat the Cowboys, then they're setting it up where they won't if the Eagles beat the Cowboys, there's no chance that they play each other again. If the Cowboys beat the Eagles, there's a chance that they're playing each other again next week.
That'd be
in the first round of the playoffs. Chance. There's a chance. They still need other teams to lose, but there's a chance.
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
I'm trying to go back and read this back here. If the Cowboys beat the Eagles,
there would be
okay.
You would need the Rams and the Bucks to lose, and there'd be a 3-way tie, and I don't know what the 3-way tie would be.
He's saying that there is a chance that it could happen
there's a chance that the Cowboys could then be the 2 seed and play the Eagles, who are the 7 seed in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that you get an NFC East rivalry season-ending game and then a first-round wildcard game.
That'd be fucking awesome.
I mean, you don't want rivalries in the AFC East. Why do you want it in the AFC East?
As a fan, I don't want to watch that shit again. I've seen it.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. I'm going Dallas. They're not playing good ball, but I'm going Dallas. Neither of them really have anything to play for.
Yeah.
Overall seeding. And it's not even one of those things where you could say people are trying to, play with the seeds and whatever, because there's so much that can happen and so much movement that,
Yeah. I'm
It's
I'm
crazy,
going
so.
with the Eagles just because they're playing really well right now, and the
Okay.
Cowboys are not. That's only reason.
Fair. Pack. Now we move on to Sunday 1:00 games. Packers at Lions.
I'm gonna go with the Lions because the Packers are probably gonna be well rested.
I'm gonna go with the Packers because I still think that the Packers win it, even if they are well rested.
Jeffrey,
I'm going with the Packers. Like I said, they're the best team. I don't think they're going to worry
Cowards.
about anything. Yeah.
All right, next
You
game.
should know that.
Next game, Indianapolis at Jacksonville, and this is my lock of the week. I'm going Jacksonville.
What?
He's a Ravens fan. He needs it.
The Indianapolis Colts have not been beaten Jacksonville in Jacksonville since 2015.
They also haven't beaten Jacksonville in like 2 years. Something ridiculous like that.
I like my obscure facts.
for
That
real?
was yeah,
It's like a year and a half. Yeah, it's something ridiculous.
but look, the home one though is real. Indianapolis has not beaten Jacksonville in Jacksonville since 2015.
I'm going with the Colts, but again, I am rooting so hard for the Jaguars to win this game.
I would love for the Jaguars to win, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I have to go Colts just because I'm trying to win a championship here,
I'm
We
waiting on my
obviously don't.
shirt.
Yeah, I would say we obviously don't get anything for it, but I'm winning a championship.
Oh my god. Washington, whose name we potentially now know, at the New York Giants.
I'm gonna go with the G-Men for no reason whatsoever.
I'm also going to go with that theory, but I'm going Washington.
I'm also gonna pick them for no reason whatsoever, but I'm gonna do it.
I don't want to pick any of these teams. They both suck.
With you being
I
up this
only-
much, you won't pick a tie. You won't.
You are winning by quite a lot.
I forgot to give their overall
Yeah.
records earlier, but yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's not going to be
That's
a tie, but
See, you won't do it, Rob.
Coward. Worst thing you can call me.
Giants. Saquon Barkley finally has a day of his life in the life of Saquon.
Life of Saquon. Bears at Vikings.
Another meaningless game, but I'm going to go with Vikings just because. Well, actually, let me ask this question: is Zimmer still coaching, or is he fired already?
No, I think they said they're parting ways at the end of the year, so not official.
So I'm going to go with the Vikings in a farewell tour to Zimmer.
Justin?
I hate your theory, or I hate the team, but I like your theory. I'm going Vikings too.
I also don't think the Bears are good.
I just want to know if Justin Fields is playing. That's all I care about.
Let's take a look, shall we? Justin Fields.
If we must.
Nah, the Bears are winning. Go ahead.
Plan is for Bears rookie Fields to start versus Vikings. That was one day ago.
Yep, Bears are winning. Bears by a billion.
Titans at Texans.
Rooting hard for the Texans.
Did
But
the
again-
Texans already beat them once this year?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
They did.
No,
Okay.
you're not wrong.
Yeah, they do.
The first time
Yeah.
they played, the Texans did beat them.
Yeah, fortunately, lightning does not strike twice here. Sorry.
The real question
Sorry.
is, do the Texans like Mills enough to not draft a quarterback in the draft next year. They've had a full
I don't know.
season.
He's shown some promise.
Flashes.
Some
I was
good-
gonna,
yeah, I know.
I was
So
gonna say, uncertain team, kind of like no one really on the team. Rookie quarterback, rookie coach. Don't see it changing after one season.
I like it. I think it's a good mix. I think they just need to get the rest of their team somewhat to be decent. Then they'll be fine.
to want to be there. That's a good start. Too.
I'm gonna go Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob, I don't know if you said Titans or Texans. So
Oh, Titans.
Titans.
If I start by saying I'm rooting hard for one
Okay.
team, I'm picking the opposite.
Steelers at Ravens.
I respect Big Ben so much that I'm going to pick him, but again, as a
What do
football
you
player, not
respect
as a
about
person,
Big Ben?
Big Ben is a scumbag, but
Okay.
as a football player, I
Thank
respect
you.
him,
Okay.
not as a person.
What he does on the field.
Yes, not as a person. But so I'm gonna pick him. Again,
You're right though. I've never seen a guy take a sack like Big Ben. He takes a sack with the best of them.
Yeah, and it always looks like he's about to die when he does. It's crazy.
Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, that's it. I'm rooting for the Ravens because I want chaos, but
Chaos.
Chaos.
Is Lamar coming back?
From what I know, let me put it like this: I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything.
Where's this game at?
It's in Baltimore.
Baltimore win at home.
I'm also going Baltimore. It's, I think it's gonna be a good game no matter what. But I did see a meme at one point about 5 weeks ago when Ben said that he was retiring, about how that he gets to retire, like his final game will be in Baltimore. So let's send him out with a proper funeral as we wear all blacks, that sort of thing. And I was like, oh, that's just mean. Now as the season has changed a little bit for us.
yeah,
that
probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, right. That meme now is kind of hurts a little bit. Bengals at Browns.
I'm gonna go with again. I'm rooting for the Browns hardcore, but I do think Joe Burrow is the real deal, and I do think Jamar Chase is the real deal, and I'm gonna go with them.
So you're going Bengals?
Yes.
Sorry, I had to monkey with my headset. Something didn't sound right. I'm also going Bengals. Fuck the Browns.
I want the Browns to win, just like you said, to create
Chaos.
Yeah. But they can't. They can't win. They just can't do it. So we're gonna go the Browns. No, I'm not. I can't do it. I can't do it. Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
Beginning of the 4 o'clock games, we got the Niners at the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
I'm going Niners.
Then why do you think the Niners aren't going to make it?
No, I said they
Oh,
were.
no, you said the Niners are probably making it, right?
Yeah, I said the Niners were making it over the Saints. Panthers at Bucks.
Bucks.
Yes, Pains.
Buccaneers and Antonio Brown comes back during halftime. During the middle of a play. Through the crowd, with his uniform still that he kept, and he's going to just come back onto the field and play.
You really think so?
Could you fucking
That's
imagine?
bold.
Could you fucking imagine if that happened, though? He just shows up. Seahawks at Cardinals. Jesus.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I'm going Seahawks.
You going Seahawks?
Yep.
I like it.
Yep. Patriots at Dolphins. Patriots, because this is the second part of the 3 games I need.
So you want the Dolphins then? You need the Patriots to lose as a Ravens fan?
No, we want the Patriots to win. We want Patriots to win. We want Jags to win. We want Raiders to win. Then we get in.
It's not correct.
Yes, it is.
I'm looking at it right now. It's not correct.
Well, that's wrong then.
Okay.
It's wrong, Colonel Sanders.
I always thought the Patriots had to lose for you guys to get in. I agree, but I don't know. I'm not on it as much as Rob is, so.
I'm picking the Patriots. Just to spite Colin. Because now I want all those teams to do exactly what he wants. I want the Ravens to still not make the playoffs because the Pats won.
I want chaos. I want all those teams to be 10-7, just chaos. We're rooting for chaos, remember? Chaos. Going Dolphins.
I'm just rooting to prove Colin wrong now. I want all those teams to do what they're supposed to, except for the Pats and Dolphins.
Saints at Falcons.
So who's at the Falcons?
Saints.
The Saints. I'm going to pick the Falcons just because the Saints suck.
What
Who
was
are you
it
going
now?
with, Colin?
Who did you say?
I guess it's Saints.
Saints. I'm going Falcons.
I think the Saints are going to do it just because, the Saints have more to play for than the Falcons, so we're going to go Saints. Alvin Kamara's not a system back, so he'll probably run wild this game, you know?
So I do want to edit something. I did just find one article that says Dolphins to lose or tie to Patriots. So
Yeah.
I will amend my statement.
Yeah. If these
I
five,
read one article
because
that says
if these five, I'm looking at the Ravens website right now, and it's if all these things happen, then the Ravens would advance into the playoffs over Indianapolis and Chargers based on head-to-head sweep over both teams.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed Cleveland to lose on Monday night, or versus Bengals this week. We need Indianapolis to lose. We need the Dolphins to lose or tie, and we need the Chargers to lose or tie. Jets and Bills.
Bills. No compliment. No anything needed on this one for me. So
I'm picking the Jets because they're playing well.
Who's starting for the Jets?
Who cares?
Jets it is.
I need different picks than Jeff. We've been too similar so far. So
Chargers at Raiders, and like I said, this is the last part of the parlay that I need. Raiders need to win this.
a parlay. You should go put mad money on that because if you win that,
Oh my
you
god!
realize what they're gonna.
the payout will be huge, strictly because the Jaguars beating the Colts is probably such a low number.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
All right, this is Sunday night. Chargers and Raiders. Final game of the week.
As it should be.
Can't hold anything back now.
I'm going with the Raiders as well.
It all comes down to Fedge.
Suspense is killing me.
I'm going Chargers. No, I'm not. I'm going lock it up. Tie.
Oh,
He said it. Put it down.
yep.
Oh, I didn't pick a lock this week.
Yeah,
Shit.
no, I was about to come back and ask you both what your ties were, what your locks were.
Lock of the week, Jets over Buffalo. Lock it up.
I love our locks this week. Jags, tie, Jets. Love it. That explains the entire fucking podcast right there, everyone watching or listening, whatever the fuck you do if you do it. There we go. That's our Week 18 matchups. We will be back next week, but it will be a playoff thing. Playoffs.
Be a playoff.
Playoffs.
Talking about playoffs?
Anything left to say, boys?
Drink your water.
No, it's good. It's going to be a tie. We're rooting for a tie. We're rooting for chaos. The fact that Rob didn't pick it is he really doesn't want chaos.
Oh. All right, depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Stay trouble, stay safe, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.